It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to be taking a look at a bottle of Aldi's Den Velde Lager, coming in at 4.7% ABV in a 330ml bottle. 65 pence a bottle, this. When you're going to buy a 6-pack of this, you have to buy a 6-pack of this, and that comes in at £3.69. So 65 pence a bottle. It's not too bad, is it? It's not too bad. Here is a look at the bottle cap. Nice printed label. Now the reason why I picked this up, I wasn't going to pick this up. Let's first of all get it out into a glass and see what we get. Now, back a few months ago, there was rumours, and I believe there was something on Twitter to say that Aldi had discontinued their very popular Rheinbacher Pilsner. Basically, quick story goes, is the Rheinbacher Pilsner was in brown bottles, £1.20 a bottle, I think it was, around that sort of price. They changed it from a brown bottle at 5.5% ABV, they changed it to a green glass bottle, very much like this, in a 500ml bottle, green glass bottle, and they reduced the ABV to about 5, I think it was, 5% off the top of my head. Anyway, they reduced the ABV of their very popular Rheinbacher Pilsner. There was absolute outrage on social media, on channels like YouTube and Facebook, because the Rheinbacher Pilsner overnight became skunky and not very nice tasting. The ABV was lowered, and for a lot of people it was a completely different beer. Off the back of that, then, somebody tweeted at Aldi to say what's happened with Rheinbacher Pilsner, they can't see it anymore, has it been discontinued? And the answer was yes, the beer had been discontinued. So of course, more controversy, more outrage. What happens? Very popular beer in Aldi, lots of people drink it. All of a sudden, it's gone from being a good beer to a bad beer to being discontinued. So then the story goes that it more or less had been discontinued. So at that point, I went to Aldi to check out the alternatives. And lo and behold, there was no Rheinbacher Pilsner on the shelves, but there was this, a 6-pack of this for £3.69. 65 pence a bottle. So here is my review of this beer. Aldi, I'm glad to say, Aldi have reintroduced Rheinbacher Pilsner. It's back on the shelves in Aldi after all of the kind of controversy. In fact, I think it might even be now back in brown bottles, but I don't think the ABV has gone back to the original 5.5, which I think it once was. Well, 1 to 2 finger white head, good levels of carbonation. What can you expect from a 65 pence lager? It has a green glass bottle, but I have kept it in the fridge, so hopefully limiting the light strike. Let's get the aroma. It's a very clear looking lager. Aroma. Spicy. Peppery, hoppy, let's dive in. Use my beer machine. So, back again. Let's stick this fragile box over here, or a box with a fragile sticker on the box. It's not a fragile box, it's made out of cardboard. Very quickly on this one, I'm really excited. I found a beer machine for £47, and it came with a free 3-litre keg of Coors. So I'm going to make a video soon, it's probably already up by now if you're watching this, of the £47 beer machine. Can it be any good? Right, with that out the way, let's get back to this beer. I was tasting it, wasn't I? It's not skunky in any way whatsoever. It's spicy, it's peppery, it's very drinkable, it's very refreshing. And I gotta be honest, I've drank the other 5 bottles of this already, so I got a good understanding of what this beer is. This is to compete with the cheap French stumpy bottles that you might see in Morrison's or Tesco's. You can buy a little pack of, I think it's called Brasserie something, Brasserie or something. And they're the little French stumpies, 330 stumpy bottles. Bang them in the fridge. Great, nice and cheap, relatively decent tasting lager. This is Aldi's kind of take on that. And I gotta be honest, after reviewing the changed Aldi Rheinbacher that wasn't very good in the green glass bottle, this is so much better. So much better. It's not skunked, much better tasting. It's not going to knock you around the face with lots of light crisp malt flavours. It is light and crisp and malty, but it's not as kind of full on. It's nowhere near Pilsner quality beer. It's wet, it's drinkable, it very much does a job. And for £3.69 for 6 bottles of this, it really isn't that bad. It really isn't that bad. Nicely carbonated, well behaved beer. Looks good, smells good, tastes good. Albeit with not much of a bitterness on the back end. Little bit of bitterness, little bit of sweet malt. But it still tastes better than that hashed up version of the Aldi Rheinbacher Pilsner, which it was literally everybody was up in arms about it. They really were. Is there anything that I can say about this beer on the back of the label? Necker bottle gives me the sell by date. It kind of, to me, it's got a little bit of a sniff of Heineken about it. Looks a little bit like Heineken, but I reckon if they went anywhere near, like they've gone close enough with the badge on the label, with the print. If they started the beer name with a H, like Harold Lager or Heraldine or whatever, you know, whatever you wanted to call it, Hoover Lager or something, then they would have been sued by Heineken. They definitely would have been sued by Heineken. It's so they've gone with Den Velde, which I don't know what it means. It probably means Heineken in Dutch. Aldi's cheeky way of getting around things and making you buy this rather than Heineken. Right, rating. It's a decent beer for the money. £3.69 for 6 bottles, 65 pence per bottle for a 4.7% ABV wet drinkable lager. It's a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I'm going to go and open this box of this rather cool beer machine box now. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.